Does Pennsylvania have a budget yet?
No, we still don't have one. Are you shocked?
This has been, does Pennsylvania have a budget yet?
You better speed up in that passing lane. Good morning, it's Prospector Show on Rock 107. Kate, in Louisiana, the most common speed limit is 65.
Oh, okay.
65 miles per hour on multi-lane divided highways. So you can't drive 55. Sorry, Sammy. And starting this week, you can't drive 64 either.
A new law just went into effect in Louisiana that bans people from driving below the speed limit in the left lane on highways. And you can get cited for being just 1 mile per hour under.
I'm all about this. There is nothing I hate more than left lane Larry who's just sitting there cruising along at like 47. Pass! Are you kidding me?
I feel like 1 mile under is, a little aggressive.
That might be a little tough. I mean, that might be like, okay, I can see if you're going 60 in that lane, we got to pull you over. But look, if you're in that lane passing somebody who's going 65 and then some jerk gets in front of you going 64, it's now you're clogged. You know what I mean? It's like you're clogged like my arteries with the cholesterol from the food I eat. You don't want that, okay?
All right. Well, drivers will face a $150 fine on their first offense of driving too slow, $250 on their second, and $350 on their third. And at that point, you could also be facing jail time.
If you're getting that fourth fine, you know what I mean? The cop's pulling you over 4 times for going too slow, you should have your license revoked and say, imagine being locked up telling your cellmate you're behind bars. Yeah, I was going 64 to 65. What's that? No, I killed somebody. Don't worry about it.
It's so tough. In most states, drivers are supposed to stay in the right lane unless they're passing another vehicle or preparing for a left turn.
Yeah, it's just that simple. When you're in a 2-lane divided highway, if you're in the left lane and you are not actively passing somebody, get the hell out of that lane. And don't do this. Don't be the guy. Like, if you want to go 65 and a 65 in the right lane, feel free. When you go 60, fine. It's slow, but whatever. But don't be the guy who gets in the left lane and just passes somebody and then sees another guy who's flying up behind him and then slows down to box that dude in. Like, get the hell out of the way. You're in the passing lane. This guy wants to pass too.
I just took a 10-hour drive. I am notorious for boxing people in. If you're making me mad, we're slowing. We're slowing down.
Nope, sorry. I should be allowed to shoot you. It's just that simple.
Jeez. The new law updates a previous law in Louisiana where you could get cited for driving 10 miles per hour below the speed limit in the left lane.
Yeah, 10 miles an hour, they should be able to push your car into the nearest ditch while you're in it and maybe let it on fire. This remains to see how close this will be enforced. But clearly the state wants to enable law enforcement to stop people from hanging out in the left lane. Good. Left lane Larry, get out of the way, because if it's disrupting traffic flow or creating safety risks, the stateies, they're coming to get you, buddy.
Life's pretty tough right now. There's plenty of bad news, but it's not all bad. It's time for the brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
A cop in Upper Allen Township, Pennsylvania, just outside of Mechanicsburg, is being praised for not shutting down a kid's lemonade stand. Some lady complained that the kids were being annoying and a nuisance. Well, he got there, took a selfie while enjoying a cup of lemonade, and the police department shared the photo on Facebook with this caption: "Thank you to Mrs. Anonymous for calling to complain about a kid's lemonade stand. We responded and enjoyed a refreshing cup while making some new friends."
Thanks. We needed that. The brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
Let's retire when they're tired of being potted. Good morning, it's Prospector Show here on Rock 107.
Dundee Gardens, that iconic garden and home decor spot on the Sansui Parkway in Hanover Township, has officially closed after more than 70 years in business.
I'll be honest, I'm a little shocked. Like, 70 years is a long time for this place to have been there. It's right off of the Cross Valley, right across from where Tractor and Supply is. And I thought, they're surviving the mass mauling of Northeast PA, the big retailing, but maybe not so much.
Signs are saying closed, no browsing, and they're holding a liquidation auction on August 16th and 17th to clear out the inventory.
So Dundee Gardens is gone, Kate. It's kind of like hearing your favorite diner just ran out of pancakes. And like, look, you know what I mean? Like, it bums you out a little bit. And like 70 years, that's a long time. And I can remember driving by there once thinking, I could be a gardener. I could do, like, look at the greenhouse. Those plants are luscious. I can have a plant. And then all of a sudden, like, you buy a fern. 2 weeks later, it's auditioning for role as kindling.
I was going to say, you had 70 years.
I had time. I'm saying,
you had time.
I'm saying it failed miserably in my attempts. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm not a green thumb, although I wanted to be.
What's next for the site is still up in the air. There's been talk of a convenience store or a gas station. And the company marketing for the property has been known to work with Wawa.
Ooh, a Wawa. All right, I'm kind of turning around on this. Look, those shorty rolls are calling my name. They're like, Prospector, come and get it. Oh. I mean, Dundee's was great. It was like a little, well, you walk in there, it's nature and all that kind of stuff. This, though, it's a Wawa. There's coffee machines in there and hoagies and cupcakes. I'm all about
It's
that.
the hoagies.
Yeah.
All right, and get this. A company called Cultivations LLC from Collegeville filed for brewery and distillery licenses at the address.
Really?
I see. That's up my alley.
And I like a brewery. I certainly like a distillery. There's like Benny Brewing's just right up the road there, too. So maybe turn Hanover Township into like the Bourbon Trail. You know? I can see it now. Welcome to Dundee's Distillery. We used to sell petunias. We now sell hangovers. Thanks for coming. I'm not against cold beer, but swapping flowers for booze kind of feels like trading grandma's cookies for a protein shake, you know?
The liquidation auction's a big deal. Everything's got to go.
Everything. Get it out of here.
So from pots to equipment, it's the end of an era for Dundee's Gardens.
Get the dirt out of here. Get the bugs out of here. Get them all. I'm wondering what's going to happen. Are we getting a Wawa, a brewery, a distillery? Maybe all three. You can pull up for gas, grab a hoagie, take a shot, and chug a craft beer all the way out of that. Kate, that's the American dream, right?
Mm-hmm.
107.
All right, here's the situation. I'm out on a mountain bike ride. I'm riding the Rails to Trails ride, the Diamond Trail that goes from Mountaintop area all the way down to Jim Thorpe and back. I'm only going to Whitehaven and back because I'm just not that athletic. On my way down to Whitehaven, I'm seeing something on the side of a trail, and I'm like, what is sitting on the trail there? As I get up, it's one of those soft-sided coolers, the six-pack type coolers, the purple one there. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. All right, so it was dry, it was open, it was a little dusty. And when it comes outdoors, I was taught if you bring it in, you bring it out. So I'm like, some yam bag left it here, doesn't know better. I'll pick it up, I'll take care of it. Put it in, I go over my shoulder, I keep riding my bike, I get down to Whitehaven, I stop for a sandwich. They have a garbage can there. Perfect. In goes the cooler. I ride back up, and now there's a guy flagging people down on the trail. So I'm thinking somebody got hurt. Oh my gosh, is my cell phone going to work here? I get there, and he's like, hey, have you seen anyone with a faded purple cooler? I left it by the trail to dry out, and I walked into the woods to get some pictures of the lake, and now it's gone. My response? Sorry, man, didn't see anything. Lied right to his face, and I rode off. Does that make me a jerk?
Yes, Prospector, don't lie to people.
Don't leave your stuff laying around and expect it to be there when you get back. All right. Maybe I am a jerk. Let's see what we got. Got one on the rock lines here. Rock 107, what do you think? Am I a jerk?
No, you're not a jerk. The dude should went back and picked it up. How you lose a cooler, dude?
He didn't even lose it. He said he left it there so that it could dry it out.
Why? Well, what's the theory behind that?
I wish I could tell you. I think you could carry the cooler with you and it would dry out just the same, you know?
Gee whiz. Well, Lacey from your Facebook said, yeah, should have just been honest. Being honest is better than being a liar. It's easier to apologize for a mistake.
Okay.
Tiger from your Facebook said the right thing to do would have been to tell the guy what happened. That's what I'm saying.
All right, let's find out what the rock lines are saying. Rock 107, am I a jerk?
Yeah, I think you're a jerk on this one. You should have just manned up and told him.
Should have just said, hey, look, I thought it was garbage and I chucked it, huh?
Yeah, if he wanted to save it and dry it out, he should have took it with him. Shouldn't just leave it somewhere like garbage.
But I'm still a jerk for not being honest about it.
Yeah, I should have just told him. That way he wouldn't keep looking for it then, you know?
Like, I'm concerned that he's going to keep looking for it.
My goodness. Well, Mary Ellen from our TikTok said, oops, you did a good deed cleaning up, but yikes, it wasn't actually trash. If you admitted to the man that you threw it out, there could have been confrontation.
Yep.
So you were safe for the lie. I say you're not a jerk on this one.
That's really what it was. It was like not getting into any kind of attitude or problems. I don't want any issues, you know?
All right. Well, Bob from your Twitter said, I would have just said, oh, yeah, I saw a fellow throw that one out a while back. You're not a jerk.
All right. So he's lying too.
He would have lied with you.
His lie is a little more helpful than my lie was. On to the rock lines. Am I a jerk? Rock 107.
Hello. No, you're not a jerk.
I'm not a jerk. You're okay with this whole scenario?
Oh, definitely, because people throw garbage everywhere.
Is Prospector a jerk? What do you think?
Yeah, I don't think you're a jerk on that, but if you thought of it quick, you could have told the guy you stopped for a sandwich down the trail and you saw one in the garbage can.
Yeah.
That would have been a good one.
I wasn't that quick, you know? I didn't even think of it.
Yeah, that would have been a good one for him.
Again, more helpful lies than my lie that helped nobody.
horrible.
So maybe that's the move. Maybe the helpful lie is better. I don't know. Am I a jerk?
And Cindy from our TikTok said, liar, you should have been honest.
Yeah, I think honesty would have got me yelled at or hit, and I was not in the mood for that. All right, so here's the thing. According to you, Northeast PA does taking that cooler that I thought was garbage, sitting on the side of the road, riding down a couple miles, throwing it away. Then when the guy asked me about it on my way back, lying to his face and saying, sorry, man, didn't see it. Does that make me a jerk? According to you, barely, just barely, yes, I am a jerk.
Ladies and gentlemen, grab the kids, call your neighbors, and gather around the radio.
It's now time to announce the winner of Prospector's Jam Bag of the Day, as decided by you at rock107.com.
We uncover the most baffling, ridiculous, pathetic, cockeyed, laughable, preposterous blunders in the world of misdeeds. Nominee number 1.
Smokey Bear isn't known for actually being out on the beat, but if you tick him off enough, he'll come after you. An unidentified man was reportedly driving around Florida, going to state parks and stealing Smokey Bear signs, the wooden ones that warn about forest fire and wildfire risks. The guy would then turn around and list them on Facebook Marketplace for up to $2,000 each. But Florida's Commissioner of Agriculture, Wilton Simpson, says the suspect was caught in the act and that Smokey was actually on hand when he was cuffed and loaded into a patrol vehicle. Simpson said, quote, Smokey is always around our forest and just got lucky today that he saw the bad guy and got him handcuffed, end quote. He also called the thief an idiot. Criminal charges are pending, but Simpson says the guy could face jail time.
Nominee number 2.
The judge who sentences this guy should give him more than just a few years in prison because he can obviously hold a grudge that long. Cops in Paterson, New Jersey are searching for a man who stabbed 2 deli workers last week over a wrong sandwich order from 4 years ago. He showed up on Thursday complaining about a sandwich he got 4 years ago that had eggplant on it, claimed he was allergic to it, and it made his stomach hurt. When they asked him to leave, he pulled out a box cutter and started slashing. He got one of them in the arm. The other ended up with wounds to his stomach and chest. The second guy was still in the hospital last I checked, but luckily they were both expected to recover. A business next door got the guy in video, but police were still trying to track him down.
And the winner is
the guy who stabbed 2 deli workers over a wrong sandwich order from 4 years ago. You're the Yam Bag of the Day, and we'll move on to Friday's Yam Bag of the Week competition. Keep it here for all the nominees for Prospector's Yam Bag of the Day, weekday mornings on Rock 107. Thanks for listening to Prospector's Prime Cuts podcast. Be sure to catch us live weekdays from 5:30 to 10 a.m. on Rock 107 or online at rock107.com or the Rock 107 app, a free download for your Android or iPhone. Subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, or wherever you get your podcasts so you never miss Prospector's Prime Cuts.